All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an incredible story about a school that's completely flipping the script on physical education. They're using technology not to keep kids in their seats, but to get them moving in a way you would absolutely never expect. So let me ask you something, and be honest. Do you ever feel like technology's main job is just to keep us glued to our chairs? Just passively scrolling, watching, sitting?
Well, if you nodded along to that, get ready to have that opinion completely turned on its head. Because the story we're about to get into challenges that whole idea in a really powerful way.
Okay, so let's go inside the IEDR Pablo Herrera School in Cajicá, Colombia. We're going to take a look at their amazing project, Tecnología en Movimiento, which, as you might guess, translates to Technology in Motion.
So what is Technology in Motion? Well, it's this project that basically smashes together two worlds you'd think are total opposites, computer programming and physical exercise. And it merges them into one single, super fun and really active experience for the students.
And here's where it gets really cool. This isn't just about, using some fancy app in gym class. No way. This is a legitimate revolution in phys ed, where the students themselves are the ones writing the code and programming their own workouts.
The whole thing involves students from 6th, 8th, and 10th grade. They get their hands on these cool little programmable tools, things like HelloCode, Microbit, and CyberPi. The goal is just radical. Program these little gadgets while you're being physically active. And the result? It's brilliant. The kids are learning to code, and they're doing it almost without even realizing it.
This is where all that theory becomes reality. The students literally took lines of code and turned them into cardio by building their own incredible inventions right from scratch.
And get this, the stuff they made is amazing. They created the Podabit, which is their own custom digital pedometer for counting steps. They built HaloGym, a smart gym system that uses lights and sounds to guide you through a workout. They even engineered devices to digitally measure your height and BMI, test your balance, and check your lung capacity. Seriously incredible.
Think about that for a second. This has gone way beyond just a regular PE class. What these students have done is build their own fully functional sports science lab right there in the school gym. The real-world application here is just off the charts.
But the impact here is so much bigger than just cool gadgets and fitness trackers. Let's actually talk about what this whole experience did for the students themselves on a really personal level.
For me, this is the most important outcome of the entire project. It's a total shift in identity. Before this, the students were, like most of us, just passive consumers of technology. But now they are active creators. They're not just using someone else's app. They are literally building the tools that shape their own health.
And at one simple change, from consumer to creator, unlocked so many other critical skills. It wasn't just about coding and fitness. The students were way more motivated in class, they got so much better at working in teams, they became expert problem solvers, and maybe the biggest win of all, they built healthy habits that could genuinely last a lifetime.
So let's zoom out for a minute and think about what this really means. This project is more than just a fun school activity. It's planting a seed for a huge new idea in education, the idea that movement itself is programmable.
At the end of the day, what this proves is that the old story about technology making us lazy is just wrong. Or at least it doesn't have to be true. This shows that when you use tech with real purpose and creativity, it can be an absolutely incredible partner for active, hands-on learning.
The project's own motto just says it all. It's so good, I want to say it in the original Spanish first. El movimiento de ciencia, el movimiento es salud, y el movimiento también es programable, which translates to movement is science, movement is health, and movement is also programmable.
And that really leaves us with a final big question to chew on. If this kind of thinking can completely reinvent something as basic as gym class, what other subjects could be totally transformed by turning our students from passive consumers into active creators?